So, Assalamu alaikum. Well, in this video, we'll take a look at the next chapter of the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So, this chapter is going to be about the ancient art of self leadership. So, in this video, in this chapter, we're going to talk about the sumo slammer. Basically, we were talking about the different elements in the story that John was being told by his you can say the former boss Julian, right? So उस स्टोरी के डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स थे. द फर्स्ट वन वाज द गार्डन जो कि इम्प्लाई कर रहा था हमारे माइंड को. द सेकंड वन वाज द वॉच टावर जो कि इम्प्लाई कर रहा था हमारे लाइफ के पर्पस को. जस्ट लाइक अ वॉच टावर गाइड्स द शिप्स, आवर लाइफ्स पर्पस गाइड्स आवर लाइव्स, राइट? सो द थर्ड एलिमेंट ऑफ दैट फेबल, of that story, was the sumo slammer, right? So by opening the door of the watchtower, here comes a sumo slammer who is 900 pounds heavy and 9 feet tall, and this sumo slammer basically is implying here a very important principle of the fable, of the story, that is Kaizen. So Kaizen is a term we use for constant and never-ending improvement. Okay, so just like this sumo slammer is very heavy, this principle is so very important, right? So there are various ways of practicing constant and constant and never-ending improvement, but here is the trick. Where are we talking about improving our lives? I mean, we are talking about physically improving ourselves, mentally improving ourselves, emotionally improving ourselves, or spiritually improving ourselves. So basically we're talking about improvement in all of these areas, let it be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. We need to improve ourselves wholly, and these four areas cover each and every aspect of our lives, right? So there are various techniques told in this chapter which can get helpful when we want to improve our lives. So we definitely, all of us, we want to be the best version of ourselves. So these principles, these tools will definitely help us achieve all those goals, right, which we have us for ourselves, right? So there are 10 rituals of radiant living. There are 10 techniques which you can practice each day, or consistently when applied can literally turn your life around in no more than 30 days. If you practice them consistently for 30 days, it can these all principles will literally turn your life around, and you can feel it. You can just judge the results for yourself. I don't need to tell you. I mean, I once applied them and I really had a great life, but then of course I left and I quit all these good habits. So here I am again, trying to build these things up. So let's just learn these together. So the first technique is the ritual of solitude. On a daily basis, on a regular basis, all of us need some quality time, some alone time with ourselves, during which we can process our thoughts. We can look ourselves from outside, but through our own eyes. We can criticize ourselves or applaud ourselves or whatever, but that is so very important. I mean, we think that being alone is like being lonely, but it is so untrue. So this ritual can simply be applied by taking out 10 to 15 minutes each day and to meditate during this time. You can just sit alone, sit back straight and focus on your breathing, focus on your thoughts and process them, and just that's all. Just sitting there and breathing, that's all you need to do to practice this ritual of solitude, right? So the second ritual is the ritual of physicality. It is said that a healthy brain is in a healthy body, so you need to keep your body active, and that's the only way you can have a healthy mind and an active mind as well. So the ritual physicality can be practiced each day by exercising, by working out. It must be a part of your life, and like my advice would be to get up an hour before your normal routine, and you can practice literally all of these techniques during that time. I mean, you can just meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, you can exercise for 15 to 20 minutes, and it can just get instilled in your daily routine. फिर आपको अलग से time नहीं निकालना पड़ता. You can just do it just right after you wake up. It will just become a habit, right? So when you do something consistently at the same time every day, it just gets installed in your subconscious mind and it just becomes a habit. So the things that which you don't like to do, you will just do them habitually, right? So the third ritual is the ritual of radiant living. It is there's a word we use, sattvic, for pure pure things. So this ritual implies that we must eat all the things which are pure and which are alive, like the fruits, the vegetables. You are what you eat. So when we eat so much processed food, it interferes with our normal body metabolisms, and we don't feel at peace, and a lot of diseases are psychosomatic, and they are because of an upset of your GIT and your stomach and all. So by improving what you eat, by filtering what you eat, you can literally feel better most of the time, not only physically but mentally and emotionally as well, right? So that was all about the ritual of radiant living. The fourth one is a ritual of abundant knowledge. Constant and never-ending improvement cannot come if you block your input of knowledge. I mean, you can't improve if you don't know more and new techniques, right? So just keep on reading more books, just keep on watching more helpful videos, just keep on increasing your you can say the pond of knowledge, and it will help you eventually. I mean, definitely it will help you. I mean, it's not that you need to learn all those books by heart, but if you read them once, they will just stay in your subconscious, and they will come handy whenever you need them later in life or whatever. So that was the fourth ritual, the ritual of abundant knowledge. The fifth one is the ritual of personal reflection. Most of us don't really ourselves that much. We are always busy thinking about our past or our future, but what we are actually, we don't think about that. So every night before you go to sleep, just go through your day, what you did, what you thought, what you said, and just think over it. I mean, was it good or was it bad? Was it you can say, in congruence with your highest life values, or was that just you said something or did something impulsively? You just need to go through it, slit through it, right? So that will help you improve your responses the next time, right? So that is about the ritual of personal reflection. Go through your day. You can just write it down in your journal as well. Have a column, all the bad things I did, all the good things I did, all the bad things I said, all the good things I said. You can just practice. Journaling is a very, very helpful technique. You can keep a diary or a journal with yourself, and you can just note yourself, or you can say assess yourself in there as well. So that was all about the ritual of personal reflection. The sixth one is a ritual of early awakening. I cannot emphasize it enough. It is said that it's not difficult to be successful without getting up early. No, it's not. It's just that it is impossible to become extraordinary without getting up early. Yes, it is impossible. You cannot achieve something big, you cannot achieve something extraordinary if you don't wake up early in the morning. It's like the first thing that you need to do, the first habit that you need to install in your life. I mean, I can't just emphasize it enough. And you will actually judge the results for yourself when you keep doing it for quite a while, right? So that was the ritual of early awakening. I mean, you can just make your own routine, but just try to wake up earlier, at least an hour earlier before your normal routine. Like if you get up at 7, just get up at 6 and practice all the techniques I just shared with you. I mean, the ritual of solitude, the ritual of journaling, the ritual of exercise. Okay, so the next one is the ritual of music. Music really calms your soul. It calms your mind, it calms your emotions. It can really help if you listen to quality music. So I mean, you can just decide for yourself which type of music you want to hear, but I mean, it might not be, you can say, in congruence with all people's values, but it works for me. At least it really calms my nerves. So ritual of music is also one of the rituals of radiant living. So the next one is a ritual of spoken word. What you say to others is not as important as what you say to yourself. Your subconscious mind, your superconscious mind is so receptive, it literally responds to a single word that you say. So if you say to yourself that I am courageous, I am bold, I am confident, it will respond accordingly. You will be that person. Your mind is such obedient magician. It's just like a genie in the lamp, and it will act upon all your spoken words. So mind your words before you speak them. Mind your thoughts before you process them, right? So it's not like positive self-talk or positive affirmation. It's way above than that. It's scientific, it's proven, and it works. Affirmations are what you say to yourself repeatedly, just like a mantra. Dua is a bit more sacred and more holy, but it's just like that. When you say to yourself something repeatedly, it gets installed in your subconscious mind and it will respond to you, right? And as I say that, seek and you shall find. So you always encounter the things in your life which you have attracted yourself, I mean, by saying or by doing or by thinking in that direction, right? So you get what you ask life of, right? So the next one is the ritual of congruent character. Each and every day try to improve your character. I mean, definitely we all are having good characters according to ourselves, but there's always room for improvement, right? So there are 6 main qualities. I mean, being industrious, that is being hardworking, being compassionate, being humble, being patient, being honest, and being courageous. These are some of the qualities, the core values around which our lives must revolve if we want to have a good character, right? So each and every day try to take a step towards improving your life, improving your character, and acting in accordance with these life values, right? No matter which situation you're faced with, just keep in mind that I need to follow these. Then you will literally feel your life changing and you will feel yourself becoming a better version of yourself. The last but not the least is the ritual of simplicity, right? So keep your life simple, make simple friends. I mean, you should always prefer quality over quantity, right? So just read some simple books, keep your life simple and sorted, eat simple foods, unprocessed, have a simple room, some simple furniture, and the more simple it is, the better it is for you, and the more peace of mind you'll experience with it, right? So all these were some of the rituals: the ritual of solitude, of physicality, of radiant living, of abundant knowledge, of personal reflection, of early awakening, of music, of spoken word, of congruent character, of simplicity. All these were the rituals, the 10 rituals which you can we can say apply in your life, and you can ensure a constant and never ending improvement in your life. So these were the practical approaches to improving your life. So this was the Kaizen, the things that you can do for Kaizen. Or so this was the summary of chapter number 9. It was about, the symbol was the Somos lemma indicating the Kaizen. The practice, which was to practice Kaizen. The wisdom was self-mastery is the DNA of life mastery. Success on the outside begins within, and vagara vagara. And you will have to apply the 10 rituals for at least 30 days to see the results, right? They should be applied for at least 30 days straight. The universe favors the brave. When you resolve to lift your life to its highest level, the strength of your soul will guide you to a magical place with magnificent treasures. So thanks for watching, and subscribe the channel and like the video if you want, like it, and comment